Hey guys, I'm Sophia and I'm going to read you a book every day of the coronavirus lockdown. Today I'm going to read Scruffy Bear and the Six White Mice by Chris Wormell. A small scruffy bear was out walking one evening when he came to a wood. What a dark and gloomy place, he said to himself, and had just decided that he would walk around the wood instead of going through it when he heard a noise. A squeaking noise, like the sound of frightened little animals. It was coming from the gloomy wood. Scruffy Bear set off at once to find out what the matter was, and ran right in the middle of the wood, caught by the last gleam of the setting sun. He found 6 white mice. "Help!" squeaked the mice. "We're lost, and now the night is coming. We'll be gobbled up by owls or foxes or snakes for certain." And just at that moment, they all heard a hoot of an owl coming from the treetops above. "Quick!" whispered Scruffy Bear. "Curl up tight, mice, and tuck in your tails." And so the mice curled up tight and carefully tucked away their little pink tails. A moment later, silent as a ghost, the owl flew down and found Scruffy Bear standing beside 6 fluffy white balls. "Hello there," said the owl. "You haven't seen any mice, have you? I'm sure I heard mice just a moment ago, and it's about time for my supper." "Mice? Oh no, Owl," said Scruffy Bear, shaking his head. The owl looked down at the 6 white balls and asked, "But what are those?" "Those? Why, those are my snowballs," replied Scruffy Bear. "Snowballs?" "Yes, snowballs. I'm collecting them to save for the winter. It's good to be prepared, don't you think?" "Ah," replied the owl, nodding. "Very wise, very wise." And he flew off in search of supper. "Hurry along, mice, hurry along," said Scruffy Bear, when the owl had gone, and the mice all jumped up and ran along beside him. But they had not gone far before they heard the bark of a fox up ahead. "Help!" squealed the mice. "A fox!" "Quick, curl up again. Curl up," whispered Scruffy Bear, "and do remember to tuck in your tails." They did. So when the fox stepped out from the shadows, he found Scruffy Bear standing beside 6 fluffy balls. "Hello, Bear," said the fox. "You've not seen any mice, have you? There are mice about here somewhere. I smell them." He began to lick his lips. "Mice? Oh no," replied Scruffy Bear. "Only eggs." "Eggs? But they're furry." "They're furry pheasant eggs. I'm gathering them for the furry pheasant. She lost them, silly bird." "Ah," said the fox, looking down at the curious furry eggs. "But I'm sure I smelled mice." And he stalked off in search of supper. "Hurry along, mice, hurry along," said Scruffy Bear. When the fox had gone, and all the mice jumped up and hurried along. They had not gone far before they heard the hiss of a slithery snake coming from a thicket just up ahead. "A snake!" squealed the frightened mice. "Quick, curl up," whispered Scruffy Bear, "and remember those tails." The mice curled up once more, and a moment later, the snake came slithering out of the thicket. "Hello, Bear," she hissed. "I'm looking for mice. Are there any mice around here?" The snake was staring at the furry white balls. said Scruffy Bear. Only apples. Apples? Yes, apples. I've been picking up windfuls, white moon apples that have fallen down from the white apple trees on the moon. It's been very windy up there, you know. Moon apples, hissed the snake, looking even more closely at the furry white balls. But who ever heard of apples with little pink tails like that one? One of the mice had forgotten to tuck in its tail. Oh dear, exclaimed Scruffy Bear, quickly picking up the moon apple. But that's not a tail, that's a naughty little worm eating my apple. A worm? Yuck, said the snake in disgust, and she slithered off in search of supper. It was not until later that the snake thought, moon apples? That's ridiculous. And the fox thought, furry eggs? That's absurd. And the owl thought, snowballs in the middle of summer? They all thought, mice. But by then it was too late, for Scruffy Bear and the 6 white mice were long gone. Thank you for watching, and I just want to say an extremely big thank you to Chris Wormell for letting me read this book, because I really enjoy this book, and it's one of my dad's favourites as well. Thank you so much for watching, and come again to watch my next book tomorrow. Bye!